Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Owen. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started.
Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And the defense defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Hard running there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Zips it out to his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Buys a little time with his feet. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll send the back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They'll go to the ground. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And the try is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now But there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The kick is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, This defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. Pass to 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Orange will have to punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. But a little time lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Zings it complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dumps it to the back. Quickly complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
So now it's second and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Orange. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gonna run it. It's Johns. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Line getting set on second down. They're going back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. Plows through the defense. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And that is how we will wrap this one up.